Hi friends, welcome back to my channel. My name is Brianne and this is Bree's Knits. I just wanted to come on today for a quick little podcast, and I say quick because I don't have that many finished objects, that many whips, or that many acquisitions, but that's okay. But before we get into all of that, I just wanted to say very quickly, I guess I just wanted to talk about some of the stuff that has been happening in the US. If you're in the US or you follow a lot of makers that are in the US, you probably are super aware of the collective grief and anxiety that we are going through as a country. You know, a lot of the stuff is in the unknown and it's really scary, and I woke up feeling super anxious today and then come to realize I'm anxious about the future in America. In just many different ways, you know, and I am listening to multiple sources. I'm reading, doing my best, I guess, to understand the best way to get involved to make sure that futures are safer for kids. And I am following, you know, it feels weird to be like part of your, I don't know, like social, political, whatever, is like, I'm following this person on Instagram. But realistically, that is how I'm gaining information too. Like, social media is also a wealth of knowledge. People can connect you to sources that you have never heard of. So realistically, through these events, I have started following I think it's the parents of Sandy Hook that put together this Instagram page, so I will link them down below. They do informational posts about gun control and such like that. And then there's Everytown as well. I'm not going to pretend like I have a bajillion sources. I think growing up in that, when, you know, through Sandy Hook and through Columbine and through, you know, just different mass shootings with Las Vegas, with Florida, like everything that's happened, people are right. It's easy to get desensitized. It's easy to feel hopeless and, you know, no more. So I will leave those sources below. If you guys have anything else, any way to support teachers or grassroots projects in the U.S. that are putting out information there, whatever it is to get involved, even if it's locally, if it's in California or even just in different states, you can share them below, just the names of the organizations, and then that way I can take a look and take a read. If not, I'm just going to link those two, or I'm just going to put their ads on Instagram down below, so that way you can take a look if you'd like. I would talk about it more, but I have done this now like 3 or 4 times, and each time I have gotten really emotional about it, which is, you know, understandable. But at this point, I don't want to make it seem about me. I want us to be able to redirect. I want to be able to redirect my emotions about this into something actionable. So yeah, I mean, I think that's all we ever want to do when something comes up like this. So yeah. And for my international friends, I don't really know if there's much you can do other than be there for your American friends. I don't know, honestly. I didn't think that part out in like the 4 other times that I've gone through this, but yeah, okay. I guess I'll get into the yarn part of the podcast. It feels so weird to just move on, but realistically, I like I said, I don't have that many resources to give, and I don't want to get into an emotionally charged talk where I probably reiterate thoughts that you've had, or thoughts that I've already processed through and talked through, and now I just need to make sure that whatever I'm thinking through, I capture that and move with it and act with it. So yeah, I mean, that's all we can do, right? That's all we can do. Okay, we gotta do the best that we can with the information that we have at hand, and sometimes more information is good so that we can do more. Okay, so now that that's over, just my little spiel, not anything else. Everything else is just beginning. Okay, so I want to go through some of my projects, I guess. So I just realized I forgot one, so I will be right back. Give me a second. Okay, I'm back. I realized I said that I didn't have that many finished objects, and that was a complete lie. I have a few. But anyway, so let me go through, I guess, what I showed you guys last time. That was a whip. Where did it go? Ah, here it is. Okay, so this is the Novice cardigan. There you go. It's a Novice cardigan, mohair edition, but I did not do it with mohair. I just did it with DK, paint box, simply DK. This is meant for my sister-in-law. It was her birthday, 2 weeks ago, I think. Days kind of blend into each other for me. Yeah, I think it was 2 weeks ago. 2 Saturdays ago? Okay, whatever. So basically this is for her. I finally finished it. Before her birthday, I had just one sleeve left. So I finished that, and then I seamed up the armpits because there was still a couple holes on either side. And then I realized too that I put the label in off-centered. But you know what? That is the quirkiness that comes with Breeze Knits. Sometimes that happens. I can't cut in a straight line, and apparently can't sew on a tag in a straight anything at all. I also did not put any buttons on this because my sister-in-law is pregnant, and I wanted her to be able to still put it on like this on the arms at least, so that way when she grows this way, she can still have it on her. So yeah, so that's about it. It is DK, but I had, so realistically, I don't think there's, I mean, other than the plastics part and the environmental impact, a lot of people like acrylic because their skins might be sensitive. And I don't really know if she's sensitive to natural fibers or not. And plus, I think this is just a bit more sustainable for her to take care of. But I do kind of hate how with some acrylics, it's kind of scratchy and it doesn't feel very pleasant on the skin. So I was looking up different methods on how to make acrylic a little bit softer. And one of the methods was putting a little bit of white vinegar in the water. However, I found that made the knit pale like crazy. I don't really know why, but another method was to kind of just smother it in hair conditioner, and I did that with this, and it actually feels very soft. It kind of looks like not fuzzy. It kind of looks like it's been worn in though already. I don't know if you can really see that. Probably not. You'll probably just see my cat. But if you guys would like to use that method or want to look up how to make acrylic softer on your own, you guys can just Google it. I forgot. Honestly, I don't have the link that I used. I think I just Googled how to make acrylic softer, and that was just one way. So I went ahead and did that. So yeah, so it's finally done. Cardigans are a labor of love for sure. But I feel like I've mostly just made like accessories for this sister-in-law, so I just thought I can make her something to wear for her birthday. So there's that. Oh, I also have, this one's test knit. You already saw that it was a red color. I might have to frog just a little bit on the skirt and then redo it, but basically done. It wouldn't take me that long. It is the Made You Love dress by Ocean Knits. I also put in a little tag in mine. I do have my tags that say Breeze Knits, but I also had some from before that I had purchased, and one of them was from, I think it's Kylie and the Machine is the brand, and this one just says Hello Gorgeous, because that's how I feel in this dress. This dress makes me feel so cute. I tried seaming this down, but I just didn't want it to look super chunky. But on this side I did it fine, so I might have to fix that too. But anyway, here it is. Here's the cute little sleeves. I love it. So here's the dress. It's kind of hard to show. I made a little slit. I miscalculated how I wanted to make it a little higher, but that's okay. I can always make another one. So what I want to fix is, I guess I misread. I think I misread. And even, it was funny because my husband even was like, you did it wrong. You should probably do it this way. And I was like, no, because, you know, math. But with the skirt increases, you're technically supposed to go all the way through the skirt at the end. But I stopped. So it doesn't have a bubble, but it shapes out kind of funny. So realistically, it's just about this much. I feel like 4 inches of skirt, which isn't too bad, I don't think, especially when it's just stockinette back and forth. But yes, that's done. I'm hoping to get better weather soon so I can take pictures in it, but I'm very excited. I did it with Paint Box Cotton DK, which I guess Vanessa realized is more of a sport weight yarn. But realistically, anything to meet gauge. It's supposed to be coming out June 6th, I believe. But I would follow her Instagram to stay up to date to that release date. I'm trying to think if there's anything else about the pattern. I know you can have it as a shirt or make the full dress. I actually have some white yarn from Lion brand that I had bought a while ago. That was the cotton something, and it's a category 3, so I'm thinking about making a Made You Love top with it, because I'm obsessed with white tops, even though I cannot keep them clean for the life of me, and I just end up dyeing them later with Rit dye to cover the stain, and I can keep wearing it. But I don't think there's really that many notes. It's a really cute pattern. It's pretty light. Yeah, very excited to make another one. I already want to make a strappy one in black so I can wear it out with a jean jacket, or like this too. I think that'd be really cute. Okay, next finished object. I feel like I said that weird. Next finished object. I made the Nanaimo cardigan. You guys have probably already seen this in my other catch-up thing. I have something. Oh no, I think that's hot glue. We went to go help my friend. Shout out Nerd Suds on Instagram. And I was handling the glue gun. I think I got a little bit on my cuff. But anyway, that's okay. The Nanaimo cardigan by Tara Lynn Morrison, I believe. Here it is. I used the extra chunky Wool Ease Lion brand, extra bulky, and the color is terracotta. It's really nice. When I saw the color, absolutely fell in love. I believe I told a little bit about this. This is my 3rd time making it. I made one for 2 of my best friends. One of them was in blue, and I made it longer for him because it kind of looks a bit more like a bomber than a cardigan, which I'm not mad at. It's really cute. I think she came out with more patterns recently, and they look really nice too. But I also made another one for my other best friend in pink, but it was more like a blanket yarn material. I don't know how to describe that, but maybe I'll put a picture in of what I'm talking about. But I made her one in that, and that one was also Lion brand, and then the blue one was also Lion brand. I think it was the color navy. I was kind of nervous. I think I ended up running out of yarn for that one because my friend is taller, And obviously, like, guys like wearing stuff a little bit longer. They're not going to wear crop. Well, not obviously. Some guys. So my friend specifically likes wearing his stuff longer. He's not a super huge fan of like crop stuff. So I think I did end up running out, and I just tried my best closely, like color matching with a different yarn I had that was extra bulky. It was like the slightest off. But I had told my friend, and he was like, "Oh, it's okay. It's still within," because it was at the bind off, I believe, because I used the rest of my Lion brand to lengthen the cardigan, and then when I had gone back on the website to order more, they were sold out of that color, and I was like, "Oh my gosh, just my luck." But my friend was like, "Oh no, it's okay. It's close enough, and it's at the bottom anyway." So yeah, I mean, it looks good on like literally everybody. So I like that one. 10 out of 10, recommend. And I think that's about it for my finished objects. I had forgotten that I had finished the Nanaimo cardigan. And I like literally just May has felt kind of long but short at the same time. You know what I mean? It just feels weird. It's like we're in this weird in-between zone. But maybe because also I had finished the cardigan while I was on a road trip, so I didn't really feel like I finished it because most of my knitting is done at home, or I don't know. It just felt weird. Anyway, so I have a whip that I'm very excited to show you guys. I actually have 2 whips, and then that's it. So this one I actually have to let dry still because I blocked it last night, and most of it dried, but most of it didn't. So it's the Eloise top. I don't want it to stretch too much because of how wet the bottom bit is, but I finished the body yesterday, I think. So now I need to do sleeves. I believe the set release is June 3rd for this month, so the first Friday of June, and then the Made You Love is the second week of June, somewhere like that. This one's by Friday Knits. Absolutely lovely. I love it. This is my first time working with just mohair by itself. It is 100% a little fiddly, and it makes me nervous about doing the Folklore blouse by Fabo Knitwear, but I love how it feels. This is Knitting for Olive soft silk mohair. Oh my gosh, guys, I love it. And I find that this pattern is a little, like, it's pretty economical because, okay, so this part is supposed to be DK, or you can do sport held with mohair, so that's what I did. So I guess not economical in the mohair aspect because I bought Knitting for Olive, but the sport weight yarn is Lion brand. I feel like I'm just not sponsored, but I like some of their stuff, and I feel like they should branch out more into thinner yarns. Just saying, Lion brand, if you wanted to, I feel like you're missing an opportunity here. You're letting drops have all the fun. Like, you should be throwing in some thinner yarns too, you know? Like, do a Wool-Ease sock version, and when you do, please run me my check. Thank you. Anyway, so this is Wool-Ease. It's the Superwash Merino, which is a category 3, and I had bought this last year actually, with the intention of making it into a diagonally jumper by Fabo Knitwear. But then when I had also bought some for my grandpa for Christmas, to make him the Hansholm jumper, but because the gauge was off, and then doing the raglan stitches, I was like, oh my gosh, there's like massive holes. So I just got mohair to hold with it, so that way it would look a little bit nicer and fuller. So same thing here. I have the Superwash Merino held double with the Knitting for Olive, and I got, so the Lion brand is in terracotta. Did I say that weird? Terracotta. And the Knitting for Olive is called Plum Rose. So it looks like a perfect match separately, but then, well, I mean, I feel like the camera doesn't pick it up. It has like the slightest difference if you were to look, I don't know, let's try it. I'm not really sure if you can see the slight difference in the fabric. Probably not. It has like areas where it looks like just slightly grayer or like icier, but that doesn't matter. It looks really nice anyway. And also, I am obsessed with this back detail. Please tell me why I am, but I am. It's just a ribbed back detail, and I am absolutely obsessed with it. Like, I'm pretty sure the whole main point of, of the pattern is supposed to be the sweetheart neckline part and the mohair, like the different textures together, but I am obsessed with the ribbing in the back. Like, absolutely obsessed. But there's that one. So just follow Friday Knits, or follow me, I guess, for updates of its release. But Friday Knits, because you would be buying the pattern from her. Anyway, if you hear some snoring, my dog is snoring. She's a big girl. Anyway, so the other whip that I have is so cute. It's so little. I feel like everybody's doing these kinds of projects, and I love it because you're feeding my need for these. So, as I've mentioned before, my aunt is pregnant, and now my sister-in-law is pregnant. So I'm making onesies with their babies in mind. Look how cute this is. I forgot the name of this pattern. I think it's the Spring Blossom onesie. Let me bring this up. Ah, no, don't fall. There it is. Look how cute. I'm not 100% sure. I am about 75% sure. My family does not watch these, so it's okay. This one's for my aunt's baby. So cute. This is my first time doing like lace patterning, and I felt like, well, if I'm going to do it, I might as well do it on baby stuff because it'd be easy to rip back if need be. I will put, her name is Sandra. I will write the name down, but I'll put her Instagram handle down below too. But it is so cute. I absolutely love it. I'm making a 6 to 9 month size, I believe, because I was trying to count from like when they were born to when they'll actually be able to wear it. So I think I'm just gonna, before I had the intention of like making multiple things in multiple sizes, but now I think I'm just gonna like sporadically make stuff for different phases of baby's life, or at least the first year, not baby's life. That would be a lot of pressure on me. Maybe at least within the first year. So this is 6 to 9 months. It is, I think the pattern calls for a cotton yarn, since it is for spring. I am using Yarn Bee. It is from the US Hobby Lobby craft store. It is 50% cotton and 50% viscose from bamboo, so like rayon bamboo. And I'm actually very pleasantly surprised. I was kind of nervous because of the bamboo content, because I worked with True Boo before from Lion Brand, because I really wanted to try it, and it looked so silky and felt so soft, but it split so much, and it was kind of annoying. And then I saw reviews for it online, and then when someone was like, it splits, like it's so splitty, and then they had responded with, well, it's the nature of bamboo, that's what it does, right? So I'll show you guys. This is from one strand. This is from the cast on, okay? And this is, like, I can split it into all of the fibers. Like, I can do that very easily. So when I'm knitting, I feel like I have to really, really hold it together. Otherwise, I can just like, you know, I don't know. Like, it's fine, but I know that also weaving that piece in is going to be a pain in the butt. But I'm actually pleasantly surprised. Like, yeah, it has like the thinness and the drape, but I think it also kind of has like a really nice structure to it. Because when I tried I think it was True Boo. Yeah, the True Boo. it was just too like soft and flimsy, if that makes sense. Which is nice for some projects, but I really like how the cotton is working with it. Kind of gives it like a good stiffness to keep the shape and structure nicely of the lace. So I really like that. I bought a couple other skeins for another spring onesie by the same designer. I was going to do it in pink because the pink color looks absolutely adorable. And I'm also doing this green one. This one I think is called Basil. I forgot what the pink one is called. But anyway, yeah. So this one is, there's that. I'm really pleased. I did this bit about a couple of days ago, like just this much. And then the rest of it I've done today. So it's working out pretty easily. I'm almost to the chest portion. And this is just the front. It's worked back and forth, you can't tell. But it's really cute. So yeah, like I said, I got this one. I also got a pink that looks very similar to the terracotta, actually. I think there's a pattern here. I like terracotta. And then I had bought a sage green color for myself because I wanted to try the yarn to make a ripple bralette from Jessie May. And I think now I don't know, I really enjoy this fabric, and I like how soft it feels too. So I feel like having it as a bralette won't be a problem. It'll actually feel really nice. So yeah, I really like it. It's very nice. And then, yeah, I think that's about it. Also, if you heard that, that's my cat. Okay, so acquisitions. I don't have that many. And that's fine because I, like everybody else, am trying to slow it down so I can actually use everything in my stash, because I'm more in the position of I feel sad that I can't use everything in my stash, because some of the stuff obviously I bought for specific projects, and I still want to see them come up with those projects, so, or like be worked up in those projects. And I can't do that if I keep buying yarn. And I'm going to be just so sad that I can't see them worked up in the projects that I like dreamed them out to be in. Although I still do have the acrylic, I will probably work up some of those for baby gift knits or just gift knits in general. We'll see how that goes. I'll talk about my plans in a bit. But first, my acquisition. You probably already saw this if you saw my most recent vlog catch-up thing. But I got Rauma gone. Did I say it right, Alexandra? Oh my gosh, why was I about to say Alexa? My brain. Alexa. No, I'm just kidding. Okay, because Alexandra gave a little bit of a lesson at the end of her last video. So, Rauma gone. Okay, I think I said it right. So, Rauma gone. Gone? I can't think about it too much. Okay, I'm just going to say it. Okay, well, anyway, I said it already. And it's their alpaca lin base. It is the, oh my gosh, now I'm just obsessed with how to say it. Anyway, it is an Aran weight. This one is in jade green. I had bought this initially with the intention of possibly doing a test knit because I had just applied to one. But I knew even if I didn't get the test knit, which I didn't, and that's okay because I still had this test knit to finish, and I still technically had my Made You Love dress to finish. I just really, really love the way the top looked, but it is now released, so I'm going to go ahead and purchase that pattern and try to work this up whenever I can. It's just so soft. I kind of like the way it smells too. But anyway, so instead of, you know how like with mohair, it's the silk that's holding the fiber together? Well, it's linen. So I think this would be a really good yarn, even for Southern California weather, for like summer nights or going to the beach. Because even though it gets like super ungodly hot here, If you're at the beach at night in the summertime, you still need like a bit of a light jacket or something to keep you a little bit warm because it gets a little chilly. And I mean, some people like it, but I just get cold really fast. So there you go. I bought 3 skeins of these at a small business in Pasadena called Wool House. The proprietor of the shop is super nice and friendly and will talk to you about your project or try to help you with your project. But here we are. Should I do a thumbnail like this? Or I also have I have more drama in, what's the color name? Old Rose. Okay, enough of that. Anyway, so yes, so these are all I got this month. I don't think there's anything else. I think I got this last month. Honestly, I can't remember, but there's that. And now I have my plans, I guess, that I want to, the Made You Love dress I finished in April, technically. Oh, I have my notes in front of me. I can't believe that. Okay, scratch that. I only did the Novice cardigan and the Nanaimo cardigan. That's it, but that's okay. I think I had just finished it at the end of April. It's probably why I felt like finished it in May. But no, okay, I just finished 2 things. I have my whips. So I decided going forward, since there are 2 babies in the family on the way, is to go ahead and work at least 1 baby knit while I'm working on something for myself as well. So I'm going to go ahead and do that. I think that's a pretty good and feasible plan moving forward. I was going to go ahead and start working with the Eleanor's bloomers right away. But because I had just worked with acrylic with the cardigan, I kind of wanted to give my hands a break because sometimes with acrylic, I don't know if anybody else feels this, but it kind of feels like it's like causing a lot of friction on the inside of your finger. And it's not like super pleasant to work with always. So that's why I wanted to give myself a break with a bit of a plant-based yarn. And I'm glad I did. It's nice and soft now. So I'm going to do that. I will probably do, I honestly don't know what I'm going to do next. I'll probably do, I had shown my aunt some onesies. So I'll probably do the one that her and her husband really liked next, which is with an acrylic. Or maybe I'll do some bloomers next. I don't know. I hope to have more baby finished objects next month because they're so cute and so little. And then, oh, that's what I was going through. So for this top, for the Lion brand Superwash Merino, this is mostly all of this, front and back, 1 skein. 1 skein of Lion brand Superwash Merino got me that. I worked it in a medium size, 1 skein. And it was mostly, I almost finished my first full skein of Knitting for Olive on the top portion. That is insane. And like I said, working in medium, and the body is 1 and a bit of another skein of Knitting for Olive. The third ball I'm actually going to be I'm actually going to be using for the sleeves because I have a good amount of the third skein still. And then for this one, I had just dipped into the second one as I was starting to bind off. So honestly, this gets you like, I don't know, I was kind of amazed at how little yarn it used because I was kind of hoping to use 2 balls of this yarn because I had 4 of them in my stash, again with the intention of using it for a diagonally jumper. I had bought 5 or 6 skeins of Knitting for Olive, the Plum Rose Mohair, mostly just in case. But now I do have a plan. I had a plan for 2 other balls, skeins of yarn, whatever. of the Lion brand Superwash Merino. So Renew Collective has the Cypress top, which is like the, you can have it as just the tube top or like sleeves. But I kind of want to hack the sleeves a little bit. So I know that a lot of people, at least in the US, I don't know, do they have Pinterest in Europe? Let me know. But I know for sure a lot of designers do say that they find their inspiration on Pinterest. I think so. Because Phoebe goes on, but she's in Australia too. She has Pinterest. Anyway, so people use Pinterest basically as like inspiration, right? So there's this top, the company I think is called Breath of Youth on Instagram, and they have like a lot of like little puffy sleeves, a lot of like little, what are they called? Like slip dresses and like slip style dresses, which are really cute, super adorable. But I like the base of the Cypress top. I actually made one already. I made one for my sister-in-law for Christmas last year. But I've wanted to make one for myself ever since too, right? So I figured with the Superwash Merino, I can use it for the Cypress top because I believe that the yarn is either DK or sport weight. So I'm going to go ahead and use that. But for the sleeves, I'll probably enter a picture somewhere of the top that gave me inspiration. I'd seen it on Pinterest first, and then I kind of tried looking for the company. I don't know, look for it. It seems like it was an old design that they carried. I think they're a boutique. I don't think that they specifically make their own clothes, but I also don't know, so I'm not saying it as a fact. But they have like these really cute like puff sleeves with the like tightened edge. So I was thinking about making a poofier sleeve attached with the Cypress top portion. How will that go? I don't know. Do I really know how to make poofy sleeves? No, but I feel like with I can like combine patterns. I can combine the Made You Love sleeve, but like also not really, but like kind of use it as a jumping off point with the Cypress top and like connect it together. You know what I mean? Because yeah, I'm not gonna get too much into it, but I'm gonna try to hack both of them to make a really cute top for the summer. And that I already have warmed up, so I know that. And I've only just learned this, which is kind of scary because I have a sock yarn that I think I might have to rewound into another cake or into a cake again, because it's just been sitting in my closet because I was working up a sock and then I lost my mojo and then I stopped. So, and it's wool. So, you know. Because apparently the fiber stretches if you keep it in the cake for too long. But yeah, so the Superwash Merino, I have them all in cakes now, so I feel like I need to work on those first. I wanted to work on a Made You Look top. I wanted to work on multiple because it's starting to get warmer. Kind of. I mean, it's still kind of gloomy, but I wanted to work on Made You Look tops. But you know, life happens. Life changes your stuff. And then I thought about too for the leftover mohair and also if I have extra Superwash Merino, I can use it for I think it's called the Lalau or Laulu. I'm gonna write it down. The shawl from Sari Noland. Honestly, you guys, I have had Sari's like projects saved in my Ravelry since I started Ravelry. I have been too nervous to do her patterns because they look so gorgeous but so challenging. And every time I'm like talking to my husband, I'm like, I could never do that. He goes, why not? Just do it, you know? And I'm like, no, lace, scary. But no, even like the poetry blouse blouse? The sweater that she just came out with. Beautiful. Honestly, I think I can do it. Now that I'm working lace, I'm like, let's go. I don't know where that came from. Let's go. Anyway, H3 fans. Getting off topic. Okay. And then also, Sadie also has the Billy pullover. I love it so much. I showed my husband and he wants one too. So I don't know. We'll see. We'll see when I can actually get that done. Maybe for Christmas, but I'm not going to make any promises. I want to say for his birthday. But again, I'm not going to make any promises. But it's such a beautiful pattern. Like that one. I think too, now that I'm used to cables, I think I'll be okay. Although I am nervous about the honeycomb. But I mean, if I if I learned cables, if I learned all the things I didn't think I can learn honeycomb. Because it looks beautiful and I want it, and I see honeycomb, like that pattern, in a lot of pullovers and vests, and I think they are absolutely gorgeous, and I want them. I need them in my closet. Like, I cannot stop dreaming of honeycomb. And I hate honey. No, I'm just kidding. I don't hate honey. Don't come for me. I'm not a huge fan of honey. Not on its own. I know in the UK they have like loads of honeycomb sweets, and I just don't get that. But to each their own, you know. Where did I go? Anyway, so yeah, so I'm thinking about if I have extras of superwash merino to do the shawl, the small shawl by Sadie, because it's cute too. I love it. And yeah, I think that's really the only plans I have right now. Notice I've been itching my nose a lot, and I think it's because there's still mohair in the air, and my nose is like very sensitive. Anyway, okay, so yeah, so I might use that and the mohair together for a shawl by Sadie. If not, I could probably do another Ithilien vest by Fabo Knitwear, because I think I have enough of the merino. I don't know why I did. I think I have enough of the merino. But even if I don't, I'm going to make the cypress top a priority. Like top of the list. That's the thing that gets done next for me. And then we'll see afterwards, I guess. I will probably do the shawl, although I feel like my life is just going to be terracotta everything. Oh, funny story. When I blocked this last night, I'm going to end this because it's almost an hour, and every time I have to export these stinking videos, it takes forever, and then I can't get it out Saturday. Anyway, when I blocked this last night, I haven't really blocked like mohair before, at least not to this no, I've never blocked mohair. What am I kidding? And when my husband walked in, when it was still in the bucket, he was like, "Oh, what is that smell?" And I was like, what do you mean?" And then he's like sniffing around the room, and I was like, "Oh, I think it's the mohair." And it was just, I don't know. I thought it was funny. But speaking of, the mohair is already dried. It's just the merino that's taking its precious time. I'm like really tempted to just, and the reason why, hold on, rewind. The reason why I blocked it before putting sleeves on is because I believe, I think his name on Instagram is Knitwit Yarns or something like that. He's in Australia, and he does sweaters or jumpers. He does it flat, back and forth, and then he blocks the pieces first and then puts them together. And someone asked him if he finds that makes a difference, and he says yes, because he thought it kind of opens up the stitches at the edges a little bit better, so that way you're able to either seam or cast on a little bit easier. So I decided to do that, so that way when I pick up stitches, especially with mohair, as it's not entirely a new fiber for me, but as it is mostly a new fiber for me, I want to give myself every opportunity to not struggle as much because I only have about a week to finish this, which I think I can do, but I don't want to rush myself and hurt my wrist at the end of it. I don't know if I finished talking about everything I wanted to talk about. I think I did. Pretty sure I covered everything. I think I just kept coming up with more stuff to talk about because I'm just feeling chatty. Yep. I started thinking about other things I can use for the superwash merino now. I hate it. I hate it so much, especially because it's a sport weight and I have a ton of mohair. I just started thinking winter clutch. But I don't want a winter clutch in that color. So, yeah, and it's funny. Literally, my table just looks like terracotta. But I love it. The terracotta is so beautiful. Okay. I think that's where I'm going to leave it off for today. So, shout out to your families. Peace and love, and I will see you in the next one.